Well, hello there, and good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from the Bemis, Tennessee area of South Jackson, Tennessee, on 3rd Street, ready to report to you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Well, it was a sunny day today, a little cool, but not too bad. But some more clouds has moved into the area, and it'll be hanging around till about this time tomorrow night, around 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and the sky should become fair again. We even have a little bit of precipitation trying to show up on the radar over in Middle Tennessee, which I'll show you shortly, and then show you how widespread the clouds are. But we got about a good day tomorrow. More clouds coming, I'm afraid, and we'll finally get back into some more sunshine after tomorrow. And kind of colder temperatures for the next couple of days, and then it'll start warming up again. Looks like yesterday's low temperature here in Bemis was 47 degrees. Yesterday's high was 60 degrees. Had 65 hundredths of an inch of rainfall here yesterday in Bemis. That takes me up to 1.27 inches for the month of March. And normal, by the way, is 72 hundredths of an inch. For the year, I'm up to 21.35 inches, and normal is 8.96 inches. Yesterday's highest wind gust was 33 miles per hour out of the north, and that occurred at 11:20 p.m. last night. Yesterday's coldest low in West Tennessee was 45 degrees, and that happened at Lexington, Paris, and Union City, Tennessee, while the warmest high yesterday was 67. Whew. Didn't quite get that warm here in Jackson, though. Like I said, about 60 was the high here in Bemis. 67 was the high in West Tennessee at the Memphis, Tennessee airport. Alright, and now to today's climate data. As of 5 p.m., the temperature at that time under a clear sky was 59 degrees. I just looked at it again a few minutes ago at about 9:15. The skies are cloudy now. I didn't see any stars or the moon, I'll put it that way. It did look cloudy, though. The temperature dropped down to 46 degrees already. It's on its way down into the 30s tonight, by the way. More about that when I give you the detailed forecast. At 5 p.m., the temperature, like I mentioned, was 59 degrees at that time. It's now as of 9:15, down to 46 degrees. The dew point at 5 p.m. was 19 degrees. The humidity was at 21%. We had a gusty hour there. Had west winds at 20 miles per hour, gusting to 31 miles per hour. And by the way, today's highest wind gust was rather high. 39 miles per hour was the highest wind gust out of the southwest, and it occurred at 1:56 p.m., right around 2 p.m. Again, 39 miles per hour out of the southwest at about 2 p.m., 1:56 p.m. at the Jackson, Tennessee airport. Alright, the barometric pressure at 5 p.m. was 29.80. And today's low temperature here in Bemis was 36 degrees. The high today was 65 degrees. Had no rainfall today, of course, since midnight. And the lowest humidity today was 21%, and that was at 5 p.m., while the highest would be 96% at 7 a.m. this morning. Lowest barometric pressure would be, I believe, that's the wrong time. No, it isn't. Never mind. I was looking at something else, sorry. Lowest barometric pressure was 29.80, and that was occurred at 3 through 5 p.m., while the highest would be 29.95 inches, and that occurred at 8 and 9 a.m. this morning. And I believe that's it. I gave you the records. I don't want to leave them off. Records for March the 6th. Hottest high would be 80 degrees in 1994. The coldest high would be 34 degrees in 1989. Warmest low would be 65 degrees in 1956. And the coldest low would be 5 degrees in the year 2005. Today's rainfall record would be 2.30, and that happened in 1967. Well, the snowfall record weather would be a trace, and that happened in 1982 and 1989. Well, alrighty. I believe that's it for the stats. Let me go ahead and show you a few graphs. I'll go ahead and go back to that other radar that I found a week or two ago and telecast and let you see it from their perspective or their angle or their map, whatever phrase you want to use. And I think you'll see Jackson a little bit clearer. And right there it is. Jackson's right in the center. It looks like, let me branch this out just a touch. It looks like a little precipitation is going on to our east, according to this map. Let me see. There we go. Let's move. That's right along in here, over in Middle Tennessee. I don't know if you can see that hand like I can see it or not, but you can see it moving anyways. Let me branch out a little bit further and see how widespread this is. It does look like it's rain over there. It's not blue. It's going through Nashville. 9:20, 5 minutes ago. That's not too bad. I should have brought up channel 3s. Oh, well, I might do it next time. Does look like a few snow flurries is going on to our northwest up in parts of Missouri. But I don't see it coming our way directly. Let me go out one more. Get almost, at least, there we go. Let me get that little image out of the way. And let me go in a little bit now that I've done that. There we go. Looks like it might be snowing up there in southern Indiana and a few spots in Illinois, going just east of St. Louis, up in that area. A little rain a little bit closer to home. Raining up in Cincinnati, but it might be getting ready to change over to snow up there. They're real close to the borderline up there. Looks like the radar is trying to change over to blue up in that area. Alright, let me look at the satellite picture. I think this is that. Yeah, okay. Let me go back on, click on move. Oh, that's them clouds that's going through us right now. Let me move it back down to Tennessee, yeah. And it goes right over top of us. And you can kind of see it there. Yeah, you can see Jackson, you know where Jackson's at. Let me move it up a little bit closer. And then you see the clouds a little bit better. Yeah, we're right on the edge of it. It's just went cloudy here. I don't know about this pin will fit in there right or not. It's Jackson, of course. And there's a little touch of gray is going through right now. That's the clouds that's going through now. But it's not going to last all that long. Well, I don't know. Let me branch out some more here. Okay, you can see it a little bit better with this map. But it looks like it's breaking up a little bit to the rest of us. I'll put this little... There's Jackson. I hope you can see that. Appears to be breaking up according to this one. Let me see. One more. Oh, it goes back to that. I tell you what, just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and bring that other satellite picture up. Give me just a second to find it first. I just wanted to double check it. I should have brought it on up, but I didn't. Well, yeah, that looks about the same. Let me get the angle here right. Yeah, it looks about the same. It's still picking it up a little bit better than what that other one was. This one's still the best one. It's still picking up the clouds that's going through us, but it's not clearing out to the west of it quite as well as the other one was showing it. Clouds are still pretty thick to our west according to this one. There are some breaks to the northwest up there in Missouri that we might be going through overnight. There's going to be some periods when it's going to be mostly cloudy and some periods where it's going to be partly cloudy at worst. Kind of variably cloudy is a good exception, good description for tonight's weather. And most of tomorrow too, matter of fact. Alright. That's one of the satellite pictures. Alright, and you saw the rain a while ago, which you're fixing to see it again, because I'm going to go ahead and go on to Weather Underground's weather map, and it's way over there. It slipped over there. Must have done it when I was playing with the other one. Alright, there we go. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see it better. Move that up some. Now maybe you can see the nation as a whole. I'll have to move it around a little bit. There you see the precipitation too. I'm fixing to zoom it in to get a close-up view. Hey, the nation is pretty dry out west. Look at there. Not hardly a echo on there west of the Mississippi River, believe it or not. Except up there in New Jersey, up in there in North Dakota, and a little bit right there in Wisconsin. And from the front that's going through us tonight. Oh my goodness. Most of the precipitation is along the Atlantic coast and just north of us on up into the Great Lakes. Well, that's almost the only precipitation going on. That's a new one, isn't it? Usually we're used to seeing a lot of it. Let me get a little closer view of Tennessee here and get a slightly better idea of where it's snowing and where it isn't. Not all that close to us. I guess that's some good news. It's trying to show a blimp up there and up around Huntington, but I don't know whether to believe that's a green blimp though, not a blue. So it might be getting a few sprinkles up there in Huntington, that close. Rest of it's a little touch of snow here and there, nothing widespread. Mostly rain though. Yeah, I get on up toward Louisville, Kentucky, and points north. Whoa. That's what I get for playing with it too heavy. Let me put it back where it was. I apologize for that. That don't happen too often. Maybe I need to hold the back of it when I'm lifting it up. Yeah, that's Louisville, Kentucky. It's mixed up there. The rain and sleet and snow probably, but it's not going to last long up there though. As you can see, it's not a big patch or anything. Let me get one more in here. Closer view. Look, yeah, that might be, and I emphasize might be, sprinkling up in Huntington. It may not even be making it to the surface. There's such a small blimp or echo there. You see that little tiny one up there around Huntington, south of McKenzie? I think that's Huntington. Look like a little tiny one down there between Bolivar and Selma too. Other than that, West Tennessee is pretty clear, and a few showers over in Middle Tennessee. I believe they're moving east. Let me see if I can get a better picture of that snow up there and where it's at. Elizabethtown is raining. Louisville, it's raining, but snow's not far from there to the west. A little patch there. I think you can see all that. But it ain't going to last long. See, that's a small patch of blue, so even if it does snow, it won't last very long. Alright, that's radar there. You saw where the fronts were. Let me back up a little bit just in case you might have missed it. The front's going through just went through Nashville, and as you can see from this map, that's the last front to go through for a few days. Stretches way back on up into Canada, and then there's the two fronts that went through, and there you saw the precipitation along the east coast. Otherwise, it's fairly dry. I think I mentioned that a while ago. Alright, let me move on to the forecast then, the detailed forecast. I got my Google blog brought up, and there it is. You can see it. About as plain as you've ever seen it yet. That's a good angle right there. I'll leave it right there. I updated it at 6:05 p.m. and at that time it was going to be mostly clear to around 8 p.m. That sun became cloudy, as you have seen, and it's going to be very cloudy from now till beyond midnight on into tomorrow. We had west winds at 20 to 40 miles per hour on and off throughout the day. That occasional turned out to be pretty accurate. 30 miles per hour was the maximum, so that's real close on that projection. And again, that occurred at 1:56 p.m. out of the southwest. The moon weather will be setting. I forgot to do one thing. I was wondering why it wasn't moving. Well, I redo it now. Done messed it up almost. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. You can see that. That's fairly clear. That's good enough right there. Yeah. Alright, the moon will be setting. Actually, it hadn't rose yet. The moon will be rising tonight at 10:55 p.m., a little bit before 11 o'clock, and be setting tomorrow morning at 9:18 a.m. And it's still sort of a full moon. It's going toward the last quarter phase, though. Speaking of tomorrow, we're going to have fair skies. It's going to be clearing. I believe, what time was that? Not long after midnight, matter of fact. 10, 11 o'clock, somewhere, if I can remember right. But fair skies, I'll just call it that away. Until around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, a little after sunrise, about 8 a.m. Then it's going to become mostly cloudy again to around 10 p.m. Then becoming fair once more. So it's going to be fair from roughly, it's going to be very cloudy from midnight tonight or a little after midnight. And then it's going to become fair until about 8 a.m. Then it's going to go back to mostly cloudy till around 10 p.m. tomorrow night. And then after that, the sky should become fair for several more hours. Until Thursday, I believe, yeah. Thursday mostly fair all day long. Alright, the low tomorrow morning is going to be a little chilly. What's that? Tomorrow morning is Wednesday, 34 degrees. The high should be about 48 degrees. It's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, I'm afraid. Well, it had 65 today. It's going to be about 48 tomorrow. Dang, it's going to feel kind of cool. Especially since we're going to have northwest winds of 15 to 30 miles per hour. There you see tomorrow's sunrise and sunset times. 6:17 a.m. in the morning, the sun rises. Sets at 5:56 p.m. And there you see what time the moon rises tomorrow night, just a little bit before midnight. And it sets a little bit before 10 a.m. Thursday morning. Speaking of Thursday, mostly clear skies. Low near 29 degrees. High of 47 degrees with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. I think this is going to be one of the last quick cold snaps we're going to have for a very lengthy time anyways. We're getting ready to start warming up, I hope. Alright, on into Friday. Mostly clear skies with a low near 30 and a high of 64 with south winds at 10 to 20. And there you see the sunrise and moonrise and set times. Last quarter moon is complete on Friday. So we're kind of halfway between full moon and the last quarter tonight. On into Saturday, it looked like rain's back in the forecast again. Mostly cloudy with an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Low near 49, high of 63 with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there you see the sunrise and moonrise and set times for Saturday. On into Sunday, daylight savings time finally begins at 2 a.m. Sunday morning. So remember, when you go to bed Saturday night, be sure to set your timepieces ahead 1 hour so you'll be on time to church, work, or whatever you do on Sunday. It's going to be mostly cloudy, I'm afraid, part of the day at least, until at least noon. There's even a 20% chance for some light rain on Sunday, but after noon, the sky should become fair. So that's some good news. The low will be about 48 degrees. The high should be about 60. And we should have northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And notice the sunrise and moonrise and set times. They're all in Central Daylight Time. Yes. That means the sun will be coming up Sunday morning around 10 after 7. Be setting right around 7 p.m. And then you see the moon time. 3:20 a.m. and set at 1:46 weather p.m. on Sunday. I'm looking forward to the extra sunshine in the evening, and hopefully the skies will clear up in enough time for us to see that extra daylight. We'll see, because it could change between now and then. The 20% chance of rain may diminish and may be fair skies all day. That may be the forecast for Sunday by tomorrow. We'll see. But but for now, though, you see it as it is. And then by Monday week, the 12th, mostly fair skies, low near 36, high 54, with north winds at 15 to 30 miles per hour. And here you see the sunrise and moonrise and set times for that date. And on into next Tuesday, it's going to finally start warming up a little bit. Finally. Low near 32, high near 58, with north winds at 10 to 20, Tuesday the 13th. And then Wednesday the 14th, mostly clear, low near 35, high near 60, with west winds at 10 to 20. And Thursday of next week, March the 15th, it looks like mostly fair, low near 37, high of 63, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there you have the complete 9-day outlook. And you can read it for yourself if you'd like to beyond the video here at southjacksonweather.wordpress.com. That's on my WordPress blog. Or you can go to my Google blog, which is where I'm at now. And it slipped in between something. Hold on. I'll show you the link a little bit better. Mr. William Brantley's forecast.blogspot.com. That's my Google forecast blog, which is what we're looking at now. And you can get it from either one. I also copy and paste it or post it onto my Facebook Brantley's Weather group page, as well as on my Twitter page as well. On Twitter, you just simply click on the link or the image it shows and take you right to the WordPress blog. Okay, well, now that I've told you a little bit about all that, which I think I've told you about it in the past, just thought I'd remind you of it, just for fun. Alright, I think that's it for tonight, my friends. Let me take should I look at the radar again, see if there's anything different? Nah, I don't see anything different. Let me make sure it's moving on. This other one is trying to show that same thing. Let me see how up to date this is. 9:35. That's a little old. I should have. It's really, we're gonna get by with nothing. It's just gonna be a few clouds passing by. The wind probably start dying down before too long, and all. But there might be some sprinkles and light rain over there in Middle Tennessee, mainly east of Nashville. Let me show you real quick before I let you go, so you won't think I'm talking on my mind here. Let me bring it down to get that little emblem out of there. I can't take that off. That's all in Middle Tennessee, heading toward Cookeville, Crossville, and those locations. Maybe eventually Knoxville, but it's light stuff. It's nothing heavy. Alrighty, I guess that's it for tonight, folks. Hope you all have a very pleasant Tuesday night, and I hope you have a gorgeous Wednesday, and hope you have fun in all your endeavors, whatever it may be, and I hope to talk to you again fairly soon. Good night, and God bless.